these Big Ten rivals. Not yet.
That was some toss.
Now we're underway. And Michigan controlling the opening tip.
And Wisconsin is going to play 100% man-to-man in this game, but they'll pack it in. They're going to try their best to not allow the big guys to hurt them in the paint, where they have struggled defensively this year.
Devonte Jones follows his miss and puts Michigan on the board.
You know, I love this kid. He had a double-double. He's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, transferred from Coastal Carolina.
2 double-doubles in his previous 3 games, including Thursday's win at Iowa, 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Now, Michigan defensively, mostly man, but they love this matchup zone. They'll go show zone, go man. They do a lot of different things, but mostly man-to-man.
Here's Stephen Crowell with 4 on the shot clock. Spinning on Hunter Dickinson, has to put it up off glass. No good. The ball is still loose, and Jones with another rebound.
And neither one of these teams is going to rush either. Michigan, actually, Wisconsin, 4 previous years in the 300s in tempo. This year playing the fastest they've played in 20 years.
Diabate down low, too strong, and there is Crowell for the rebound. Yeah, Greg Gard told us at practice yesterday, we have the personnel to play a little faster this year, and we've seen that.
Yeah, they were 340 last year in tempo. Now 189.
And the key is they still don't turn the ball over, even though they are playing faster. They lead the country, fewest turnovers per game with 8.6 per night.
And that's a great point. Playing faster, that's hard to do.
Once again, the shot clock winding down. And inside, Wall not able to finish.
Interesting, they get 2 shots from their post. Oh, there's a bad mistake.
And it's good. Hepburn, he'll step into a 3. And the rebound to Eli Brooks.
I'm surprised we've gone 2 minutes and Johnny Davis hasn't taken a shot yet.
He averages 16 shots per game. 3rd in the Big Ten, scoring better than 20 points per game.
And Wisconsin has been last in the Big Ten at defending post-ups. And they got 2 good post players, Michigan.
Diabate to a wide-open Dickinson, and that is too easy.
That is way too easy, but they look for the high lows. Most of the time it's Dickinson to Diabate because he's the better passer, but that was a nice pass from Diabate on the high low.
Here's Johnny Davis, baseline, out to Davison, high pass, able to corral it. Davis had 30 in Tuesday's win at Indiana, and he's got his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, this guy can take it to the basket. That's what he does. He can make 3s. He makes only 1 a game, 20 points a game. He gets to the free throw line a lot.
Here's Dickinson to the hoop. And, Steve, that's a big key today. How is Wisconsin on the interior of their defense going to defend the Michigan big guys?
That's one of their big weaknesses, too, is defending post-ups. Those aren't even post-ups. They're just basic layups. They've got to do a better job of being more physical against this Michigan team.
3 layups so far for the Wolverines. Nice move there by Tyler Wall.
Every guy on this Wisconsin team is so much improved from last year. Tyler Wall averaged 5 a game. Now he's averaging 11. He is their best inside scorer.
Each team has won 3 of their last 4 games. And Wisconsin, number 15 in the AP poll. Eli Brooks with the left hand.
I mean, you look at this. Basically, Michigan has all layups in this game. They haven't even had to take a perimeter shot yet.
All of their points in the paint. They had 46 points in the paint at Iowa on Thursday.
And now they go to this zone that becomes a man-to-man.
Davis misfires from deep.
That's what they want him to do. That's why they're playing zone, so he doesn't go off the dribble.
Can't leave Brooks alone, but he misfires on his first attempt. Yeah, entering today, Johnny Davis, just 3 for 15 in his last 5 games from deep.
Just straight out losing him.
Michigan foul before the timeout was on Eli Brooks. First foul of the game. Davison catch and shoot. His 3 is off the mark, and the rebound is gathered by Caleb Houston.
And watch Davison. He's one of the best in the country at coming off screen and shooting 3s. One of the best in the Big Ten.
Early on, Michigan out rebounding Wisconsin 6-2. Houston is rejected on the baseline, and the long rebound out to Davison. Here's Davis.
Great
nice feed, and Vogt with the finish.
And this is what Johnny Davis does, he's constantly thinking attack the lane. He went right in there with the left hand, found his man, Vogt, and gave him the layup.
And in talking to the Michigan coaching staff, one of the keys today defensively for the Wolverines, don't let Davis get downhill. And you saw him get downhill before the dish. And a travel on Houston. And a substitution for Juwan Howard as Brandon Johns has replaced Hunter Dickinson.
I think that's what Juwan Howard is telling him. But look at Johnny Davis. This is what he does.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny because he reminded me of a guy people out there may not remember. And I'm not saying he's Walt Frazier, but Walt Frazier was the great guard for the Knicks. He could shoot a little bit, but he would go in there, back people down, shoot fadeaways.
All the points so far today have come in the paint. And neither team has a very deep bench. You saw Dickinson come out momentarily. He's right back in the game. And we have a whistle away from the ball. Jones gets it into Dickinson. Dickinson lost it, and a whistle. Wow. Vogt defending Dickinson. No double. With the left hand and a soft touch from Hunter Dickinson.
No double, you're in big trouble with this kid. He's too skilled in the low post. You got to double him some. Now, you got to pay the price, though, where he may start picking you apart with passes, but they're not a good three-point shooting team. Take a chance.
Davis from the free throw line gets it up and over Dickinson.
He just has that knack to be able to score over people, through people in the lane.
We highlighted Davis and Dickinson right off the top, and each of them have 6 points so far for their respective teams.
But take a look at this Wisconsin defense. Their heels are on the three-point line. They're not coming out to pressure you at all. They want to protect the lane, which they have not done great early.
Tough pass. Dickinson handles it, and the long two is not there. How about Jones? Another rebound. Wisconsin has picked it up after a slow start. They began the game 2 for 7. Since then, they've made 3 in a row. Jacoby Neath has entered for the Badgers as Carlson throws it away.
A good low post defender. You got to take that right shoulder away from the lefty.
Dickinson left alone, but he misses. Davis goes up for the board, couldn't grab it, and now Davison has it.
You know, I've never seen a guard. He's second in the Big Ten in defensive rebounding, Johnny Davis. You never see a guard do that.
Off the front of the rim there. Vogt fighting for the offensive rebound, gets it back out Davis. Davison bounces it inside to Carlson. Around Dickinson, too strong, and grabbed by Houston. Houston with Davison back. Houston to the hoop. Blocked by Davis.
Great hustle there by Johnny Davis.
Davison 15-footer. No good. And the rebound to Michigan. Michigan's cooled off offensively. They've made just 1 of their last 6.
No double.
Dickinson around Vogt, pretty.
Right shoulder again. You gotta make him go the other way. Make him go to his left shoulder. I'm not saying he can't, but try and do that. That's where he's weaker. And now you see Michigan in this 2-3 zone.
Vogt able to get it and put it in. Chris Vogt giving Greg Gard some nice minutes off the bench here in the first half.
Yeah, any minutes that they can get off the bench, either one of these teams is a positive.
All the points coming inside. Dickinson sets the screen. Jones launches a 3. And the rebound to Houston, and now an injured Michigan player. It's Dickinson. Frankie Collins has entered at point guard for the Wolverines.
A lot of going nowhere right now. 5 on the shot clock.
Collins spinning in the paint. Left hand, no. And tipped right back out to Collins. Houston for 3.
They'd like to get that kid moving. He hasn't played well. High-low coming.
Devonte. Too strong, tipped out, and Houston has it.
Career high at Iowa the other day.
28 points for Devonte. Michigan's 2 for its last 11. And now 12 as Davis has the rebound off the Dickinson miss.
And Hunter Dickinson again came back to that right shoulder. They were lucky he missed that one.
Midway through the first half on CBS. And a foul.
Very fortunate that he missed that.
Hepburn jumper is good, and Wisconsin has the lead.
First true freshman to start his first game in 20 years for the Badgers. He has 3 turnovers in his last 4 games.
Yeah, since Devin Harris, he's the last to start as a freshman here at Wisconsin. Davison at the scores table for the Badgers. Dickinson gets the bounce, and now in double figures with 10 points.
I think at some point you have to make him go the other way. You notice he likes on that right block there.
Dickinson's 5 out of 8. The rest of the Wolverines are 2 for 11. And Wisconsin may need a few more minutes today out of Chucky Hepburn because their backup point guard, Lauren Bowman, is not playing today, a non-COVID related illness. For Michigan, Terrence Williams, a left ankle sprain, went through warm-ups. He is available today. Devonte muscles his way, but neither one of these teams goes deep, so foul issues are always a part of the equation for Michigan and Wisconsin.
And one thing about Juwan Howard, he rarely plays guys with 2 fouls in the first half. You get your second foul, most of the time sit.
Keep an eye on Devonte on the bench. Brooks out to Collins. And Johns nearly turned it over. A 20-5 record for Wisconsin. Crowd defending Dickinson. Dickinson baseline. And he's not able to get it there.
Crowd did a good job of holding his ground there and getting his arms up.
Johnny Davis not on the floor right now for Wisconsin. Wall in the paint. Wall around Dickinson for 2.
You know, if you're going to let him dribble, and get to 6 feet, he's going to do that. He can score in the low post.
Wall had a career-high 23 against Rutgers 8 days ago as Brooks has the answer on the other end. Eli Brooks in his 150th career game today for Michigan, the all-time leader in program history.
And I'll tell you what, Michigan has really relied on this zone a lot against Iowa, and today they're playing it a lot. Now they went man-to-man. They show zone, sometimes they go man, sometimes they stay zone.
Neath's 3 won't go, and the rebound to Brooks. Quiet start here for Brad Davison. He is yet to score, coming off 21 on Tuesday at Indiana. These 2 teams have combined to go 0 of 7 from deep so far today. Dickinson could not handle the pass, and a turnover by the Wolverines. Hepburn. Yes. Chucky Hepburn. In this one, Michigan dominating on the glass, +7. They have 6 offensive rebounds, but only 2 second-chance points.
Well, they're one of the top teams in the Big Ten in rebound margin. Over 6 rebounds a game. They out-rebound their opponents. Now they're going man-to-man here.
Here's Davis.
Wisconsin got into a little bit of a good flow, but that's the problem when you play man-to-man. He was quiet when they were zone. Now they go man first play to the basket.
A 9-2 run for the Badgers. 6:20 to go in the first half. Dickinson at the scorer's table for the Wolverines. Shot clock down to 6. Houston for 3. And we still don't have a 3 in this game. Offensive rebound and the putback for Kobe Buffkin.
Buffkin gave them a big lift off the bench the other day at Iowa.
At 10 points 4 out of 6 from the floor. Vogt, size advantage over Johns. Vogt trying to use it. He does, but he misses. And the rebound gathered by Houston.
Yeah, I think Michigan's got to try and push this tempo a little bit.
Johns misses from deep, and a whistle over the back on the Wolverines. And Martelli, 24 years as the head coach at St. Joe's, now an associate head coach for Juwan Howard. Here's Vogt inside. Not sure what that was.
Whatever it was, he shouldn't have tried.
No, I don't think so.
He was trying to dunk it from like the foul line. I don't think he has that kind of hop.
Didn't work, but Jones converts on the other end. And Michigan within 3.
Michigan is much improved defensively. There's a foul.
Meanwhile, the Michigan foul was on Eli Brooks, so he now has 2 fouls. Davison catch and shoot won't go, and the rebound to Dickinson. So you've got Diabate and Brooks with 2 fouls for the Wolverines. Jones left alone for 3. And we still don't have a 3-pointer in this game. Michigan's 0 for 7, Wisconsin's 0 for 5. Wall dribbled it off his foot, turns it over, and numbers for Michigan. Buffkin to Houston. Houston past Davis, back to Jones. He missed it, and on the follow, Williams, who's 70% on the year. The issue defensively for Michigan is they want Eli Brooks on Johnny Davis as much as possible.
That's why we'll probably see them maybe go back to that zone. They're trying a little full court pressure, which they do about 7% of the time. Caleb Houston, a very good guy at the top of this defense here, number 22, because he's long. My guess is we're going to see zone because who's guarding Davis?
Poked away. Good defense by Buffkin.
And that was the zone.
Buffkin on the other end for 3. Wow. Back-to-back turnovers for the Badgers.
It's rare that you see 2 teams not headed 3.5. We're not there yet, but boy, we're headed there. Now they just go to man-to-man, showing that zone.
That turnaround won't go, and the rebound to Houston. That's his 7th rebound of the first half. Houston has not scored, but getting it done on the glass. Jones is fouled. To beef up that record coming up at home in Ann Arbor.
And in the Big Ten, you're playing a lot of quad 1 games in those last 6 games that they have.
Jones misses the free throw. Devonte Jones already with 4 rebounds. Caleb Houston has 8.
Well, they have 8 offensive rebounds, Michigan, to 1 for Wisconsin. But the thing Michigan has not done, they haven't really taken it. They only have 6 points off those 8 offensive rebounds. And here's that pressure again.
With 3.5 to go in the first.
They need to try and get Wisconsin out of the half-court rhythm. And here is that zone again. Let's see if they switch it to man-to-man.
Prowl locates Wall, spins down low, spins back the other way, no good. The tip by Prowl.
Yeah, Devonte Jones, even though he's small, he needed to get back in there and try and put a body on Prowl.
No Diabate, no Brooks for the Wolverines. They continue to sit with 2 fouls apiece. Williams for 3. Michigan 0 of 9 from deep. Wisconsin 0 for 5.
Well, I would pack this zone in so tight until these guys make a shot. Now they're back man-to-man. They show the 2-3, then they go man-to-man, trying to make them think a little bit.
Hepburn shot fake, bounces it right back to Wall. Great creativity by the freshman Hepburn.
It was, but why are you going for a shot fake on a 30% three-point shooter in a game where no one's making a shot? You got to stay on the ground and not allow that to happen.
And the guy that shot half-court shots for a prize at the last time out, he came closer to making some threes. Houston, can he change it? Yes, a 3, finally, in this game.
And that's a big shot for him. He's a 36% three-point shooter, and he has really struggled from the three-point line lately. And here's that show 2-3. Now they stay 2-3.
Davison tried to answer, and he cannot. And Davison still scoreless here in the first half.
14th leading scorer in the Big Ten.
Michigan will reset.
A good job by Wisconsin keeping it packed in and not getting beat off the dribble. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Dickinson, look at the size advantage here on Davison. Gets some help. Counted and one for Dickinson. Giving Michigan the lead and adds to it with the free throw. First foul on Brad Davison with 1:17 to play in the first. Here's Davis, over to Davison. Nice bounce pass to Neath, and he draws the foul. Neath with the free throw. His first points since January 21st against Michigan State. And a timeout.
23 in the second half of that game.
So far here, Dickinson with 13. Johnny Davis has 8. Final minute of play in the first half.
And Hunter Dickinson is pointing for them to throw it to the left corner so that he can get the ball.
Dickinson sets the screen for Jones. Jones takes a bump, back out to Williams. Shot clock down to 8. And taken away by Wisconsin. Davison 2-on-1. Over to Neath. And there's the foul. Entering today, Wisconsin had made 94 more free throws than their opponents. As Greg Gard said, getting to the free throw line is part of our DNA here at Wisconsin.
Of three-pointers, two-pointers, and foul shots, that's where they get the bulk of their points from. Free throws.
Juwan Howard's keeping Terrence Williams out there with 2 fouls as the fans come to their feet here at the Kohl Center. 5-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. With 2 seconds, Dickinson puts it up, and he's fouled with the shot clock at 1. 1 minute to go. They only have 2 left now the rest of the way.
That's never great when you're on the road, especially.
Final 5 seconds. Davis puts up an off-balance shot. No good. Rebound Michigan. And that is how the first half ends. In his time at Michigan.
And I'm not surprised to see him. They've used this zone a lot. And lately, they were a 90% man-to-man team all year. But they feel like they have a better chance of stopping this guy. Wow.
Tough with the left hand. He's got 10 points.
You know, the one thing you don't want to do when you play zone is let people drive. Make them shoot contested jumpers. Now, it's tough keeping him out because he's so good getting in the seams.
23rd time, Davis in double figures. Had 9 times all of last year as Dickinson throws it down. Raising the roof as he goes back to the other end of the Kohl Center. Dickinson averages 17 points per game. He's got 17 so far today.
And the other thing is Devonte did not score in the first half. Now they went from zone to man-to-man.
Davison cannot get on the scoreboard.
And Devonte did a good job staying with him.
Brooks for 3. Book it!
And let's know this. Juwan Howard got 22 minutes off his bench in the first half, which is a lot for the way he plays.
Second 3 of the game.
Now straight zone.
Good defense by Brooks. Jones back to Brooks. Brooks flies in and scores. 5 straight points for Eli Brooks. And I think Greg Gard wants a timeout.
Definitely.
Which prompted Greg Gard to call a timeout.
And this zone has really helped them. And this one's a straight zone. You see, when a guy goes through, if they don't go with him, it's straight zone. They needed that.
Davison finally connects.
And there he came off that screen hard, ready to shoot.
First three-pointer of the afternoon for Wisconsin. Dickinson. Not this time, and a foul. He averages 2.5 threes per game, which is 3rd most in the Big Ten. Houston, cross-court pass. Brooks left alone. Not this time. And the rebound to Hepburn, and then he's fouled. Thank you for joining us for Big Ten basketball here on CBS.
Got to get the Bolton, but now they're switching to man-to-man.
Davison, another three, way off. Good defense by Jones. Brooks again in the corner. Misses another, and Davis goes up high for the rebound. Davis working on Diabate. Davis over Diabate. No, and the rebound to Jones. Jones behind the back. Jones all the way to the hoop. Crowell inside. He connects. And we're tied at 38. And here come the fans at the Kohl Center.
Double screen for Devonte Jones, and they get Hunter Dickinson on the block again. No double.
Tough pass. Jones able to handle it. Left alone. Fires up a three. And another rebound for Davis.
Couple of pretty good looks.
Hepburn is denied.
Oh, I think that's a basket.
Everyone thinks it's goaltending. It's not called. Brooks bounces it. Diabate. He's fouled down low. Foul against Wisconsin was on Davison, and that's his third with 16:24 to play as Diabate has his first point of the afternoon. Here's Neath attacking and quickly out with Dickinson closing. Wisconsin has 16 field goals today. 13 of them have come in the paint. Crowell for three. Yes!
Here's a guy that averaged .7 last year. He's a 32% three-point shooter. He can make those.
Badgers by 2. Brooks thought about a three. Now Dickinson defended by Crowell. Good pass. Dickinson out to Jones. But Michigan cannot get a three to drop.
And he delivered that right on Jones's numbers. That was a great pass from the post.
Wolverines are 2 of 15 from deep. Now Wall working on Diabate. Wall with help from behind. Dickinson swats it. Wall hustling and saves it to Davis. What a play by Wall. And now a stoppage.
Johnny Davis is having a good game, but he's not having that dominant kind of game where you sit here and say, wow, they got to stop him. He's got to get a little bit more involved, even though he does have 10 points.
It's an 8-1 run for the Badgers, and their ball 5 minutes into the second half. Neath seen a lot of playing time today. Off glass for 2.
That's a bonus. Little too easy, though, just driving right down. I like the zone for Michigan better than the man-to-man.
After a hot start to this second half, Michigan's gone cold, and an offensive foul is called on Caleb Houston. And that's his third.
Yeah, he probably needs to come out for a couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's... Wow. And then on the other end, Neath.
That's a little too easy. I mean, Hunter Dickinson was there.
Crowell, another three. No, and the rebound in the corner, tracked down by Wall. Mr. Hustle all over the place for the Badgers. Davis calling for it, defended by Brooks. Davis, step back, pretty.
1 foot fade away. This guy can go one-on-one with the best of them.
He's got a dozen. Michigan only 1 point in the last 4.5 minutes. Dickinson scored on the first possession of the half. Has not scored since. See if they get it to him here.
Good job by Crowell. Crowell's working hard now to try and not let him catch the ball.
Here's Dickinson with 5. Back out to Jones. Jones into the paint. It comes to Diabate, a shot clock violation. I
mean, Wisconsin did a great job with their half-court defense here. Tied Tyler Wall coming and helping. Shot clock violation. You know, one of the negatives of having the two big guys in together, Diabate and Dickinson, is there's not a lot of space in there. And so there's not a lot of room for people to drive and get to the basket if things get bogged down.
3 turnovers on the last 3 trips for the Wolverines. Wall around Williams. Nice maneuvering by Tyler Wall.
And a lot of poise there by Wall. He knew exactly what he was going to do. Soft touch off the glass.
Largest lead of the day, a 14-1 run. And remember, Michigan called a timeout with a minute left in the half. They only have 2 remaining here in the second half, so Juwan Howard has to manage that here the rest of the way as Neath picks up a foul.
You're going to see this off one leg. Whoop. Fade away off the left foot. And then Wall here with the good touch. No double.
8 points for Wall.
They need a basket bad.
So they'll turn to Dickinson. Can he provide it? And work it around to Brooks on the baseline with 4 on the shot clock. Brooks with a tough shot.
Eli Brooks.
Pretty good defense there. He did make a tough one.
47-41. Davis quickly the other way. And the foul! Oh no! They call an offensive foul. And once again, the Wisconsin bench in disbelief.
Wisconsin foul was on Charlie Davis, his second, the team's 4th.
I'll tell you, that was a quick first step. Oh, that's definitely not a charge.
Wow.
That's a bad one. That's a couple of bad calls against Wisconsin.
See if Michigan can take advantage. 12.5 to go.
Now the double comes. Great closeout by Wisconsin. Good recovery defensively. Really good.
5 to shoot. Dickinson for 3. Diabate the offensive board and back out to Brooks. He'll fire up a 3. Short. And another rebound. Jones for 3. Unbelievable. And now a push off against Diabate.
You know, for most of the season, Michigan went the way of their three-point shooting. They shot over 25%, they lost. They shot over 40, they won. It sounds simple. But lately, their defense has been better, so they've been able to win. And he pushes here. That's clearly a foul. They've been able to win lately, the last 2 games, without shooting the ball well from 3. I'll tell you what, today, they're going to be hard-pressed to win if they don't make a shot.
And Diabate to the bench with 3 fouls. 28 on Thursday for Diabate. He does not have a field goal here today.
You know, it's crazy to say, but it might help Michigan in the half court going small now with Diabate out of the game. Get some more space, maybe get some drives to the basket, because this is not working.
Hepburn tied up inside. Tough shot there. And the rebound. Fought for. Brooks in the corner. And he's granted a timeout.
Wow.
So Eli Brooks.
And now Diabate is out of the game. What they have to do now is get the ball to Dickinson. There's a little more space because Diabate's not a shooter. They got 4 guys. Well, I don't know if anybody's a shooter on this team right now. But it'll create more driving lanes like that.
Offensive foul is called on Devonte Jones. Juwan Howard doesn't like that one. Wipe off the basket.
His first.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a charge, I don't think. I think that's a block.
Maybe a little makeup from the other end.
Yeah.
11:20 to go. Nice feed. Carlson tied up, though, and lost it out of bounds to Wisconsin. Another look at the charge on Jones.
You're going to see Hepburn there. Yeah, that's a block. He doesn't have position there.
Devonte Jones, the transfer from Coastal Carolina. Last year, the Sun Belt Player of the Year. Davis and Brooks.
One-on-one. They cleared the side for him now.
Johnny. Yes. How do you defend that?
You don't. 1-foot fadeaway. Good luck.
He's the only Big Ten player to lead his team in points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game. Buffkin could not finish, and the rebound to Ben Carlson. And the momentum continues to side with the Badgers here as we approach the midway point of the second half. Davis again. He is fouled. Count the bucket.
You know, when you watch a guy live, you get a really much better feel on the TV. He has such a quick first step right there. It's a big step.
Line for the Badgers, Johnny Davis.
And then you're going to see him, they clear the side for him here. You know what's going to happen. But what do you do? I mean, Brooks does a pretty good job. It's a, 1-foot fadeaway. He started at 6 feet, ended up at 12 feet, knocked it out.
And on the last play, Brooks picked up his third foul. 52-41 in favor of the Badgers.
Yeah, but they can't take him out now because this thing is getting away.
Dickinson. Nice feed to Jones. He's blocked by Davis. Johnny getting it done on both ends of the floor.
And you see Wisconsin now, they're starting to double Dickinson more. I don't blame them. They haven't made a shot. Good defense by Johnny Davis.
Shot clock at 16. Williams launches.
Wow.
And over the back against Devonte Jones. Everything going Wisconsin's way right now. Jones with his second foul. And remember, not much of a bench for Juwan Howard to turn to try and get a spark.
Yeah, no depth really, so. But the big thing is 2 for 19 from 3. And good looks.
It's a 19-3 run for the Badgers. Davis hunting for more. Over Hunter for 2.
And he's so good at putting his shoulder into your body to create some space and then finishing. One of the best finishers in the country.
He scored 9 of Wisconsin's last 11 points. And a foul called on Davis, knocking Brooks to the ground.
You're going to see Davis here going. Watch what he does with his shoulder right there. He creates enough space where he's able to just take it. This
Whistle
guy
for his third foul right there.
Tough one-on-one, Andrew.
Buffkin to the ground, lost it out of bounds to Wisconsin. 11th turnover by the Wolverines.
Little out of control here.
This half, Michigan has made 4 buckets, and they've turned it over 5 times. Vogt down low, and he traveled. Closer look at this 21-3 scoring run for Wisconsin. In that time, they're 7 of 11 from the floor, while Michigan 0 of 8 from deep.
You know, when you got a guy like Davis, so good one-on-one. He's such an efficient scorer. And for Michigan, they've got to get the ball to Hunter Dickinson. It's different. Davis can have the ball from half court. Hunter Dickinson cannot. You got to get it to him.
Houston on the attack. Wild shot, no good. Michigan has 1 field goal in the last 9.5 minutes.
Their half-court offense has been non-existent.
It's now Buffkin on Davis. And Davis wins that battle.
What a soft touch.
15th time he's gone for at least 20 points in a game. He's got 21.
He's one of these guys in the ball. Bounce, 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 in. Bounce. Some guys are bounce, 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 out. This ball bounces in. Good help by Brad Davis.
Houston corner 3 won't go. Davis has 9 points in the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Keep giving it to him. Keep it simple. There it is.
And knocked away. Good defense by the Wolverines. Brooks to Buffkin. Drives in, and still Michigan cannot buy a bucket. With 8 minutes to go.
tell you, Michigan, one thing, they do look a little tired.
Davison's three won't go. Dickinson the rebound. It's a Michigan team that averages 72 points per game. They have just 41 inside 8 minutes to go.
And this is not a vintage defensive team by any means for Wisconsin. But no perimeter shooting whatsoever.
Houston finally from the outside. And a 12-point game, the third three of the afternoon for the Wolverines.
We're going to try this matchup. It's not a matchup, straight 2-3 zone. You got a better chance of doing something with Davis in this kind of a defense.
Davis with the shot clock at 10.
Now they go man-to-man again.
Davis, step back again, not this time, and the rebound to Houston. Now, Steve, I mean, Michigan going cold, but Dickinson only has one field goal attempt in the last 11 minutes.
Yeah, he's been passing way too much. They can give it up to somebody else. You got to see somebody else shoot it. And as far as Michigan, Hunter Dickinson's got to be more aggressive trying to score the ball.
Terrence Williams cannot complete the three-point play, so a 10-point game with 6:40 to go. Only regular season meeting this year between Michigan and Wisconsin. Davis.
You got to do something. Don't just leave your guy hung up.
Davis over Buffkin. Yes.
I mean, we're sitting here watching it, and the same thing keeps happening over and over. You can't let this guy go one-on-one. He's going to score. Double him, make him. I used to do that with Allen Iverson. Double him, who was pretty good, by the way. Double him, make him give it up. Give it to somebody else.
Buffkin lost it, a turnover by Michigan. Devonte Jones hops off the Michigan bench. He's set to check in next whistle.
And you know, the other thing, Andrew, a lot of coaches don't do this. He's like made for a boxing one, Johnny Davis. Just face guard him everywhere and don't let him touch the ball. He's like the perfect guy to box in one.
Davison, yes! Just his second field goal of the game.
Nothing's going to matter if Michigan doesn't make some baskets.
Davis had scored the last 11 for Wisconsin before that Davison triple. Brooks has to try to answer, and he does. Eli Brooks with the three.
Eli Brooks for three.
14 for Brooks today. Wall working on Diabate, and Wall.
And now Wisconsin is reading what's going on well. They show the 2-3, they go man-to-man, and all they do is go one-on-one in the post now, or a one-on-one by Johnny Davis driving it.
Diabate very quiet today after that big performance at Iowa, and he's able to score there, but for Diabate, that's his first field goal of the afternoon.
They got to get some stops. Now they're just going straight man, but you got to do something with number one because he's going to go one-on-one now. Eli Brooks, good job denying him the ball. Shouldn't help.
Once again, Wall working on Houston. Wall, not this time, and a foul is called on the rebound. It's going to go on Michigan.
Here he is. He loves backing his man down. You know, but Caleb Houston is faking at him. And the truth is, Buffkin, nothing you can do with him if you let him do that. And now Terrence Williams backs off of Brad Davison, who hasn't had a great game, but he certainly can make that.
All smiles here in Madison so far today as Diabate picks up his fourth foul. So he goes to the bench with 4:11 to play, and Crow makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 8 points, 5 boards for the sophomore. Stephen Crow makes them both. And time winding down for the Wolverines. They got to get hot in a hurry. Dickinson. That's a good way to start. Dickinson with 19 today.
But they haven't been able to get any stops. Coming with the 1-2, 2-3 quarter pressure.
Here's Davis. Wisconsin not in a hurry. Seven to shoot. Hepburn dribbling around over to Crowell to a cutting Davison and a foul. The teammates on this Wisconsin team and Greg Gard also made the 2-hour drive in a snow squall to La Crosse to support him. I think that gives you an idea of just how close this Wisconsin team is.
Well, it's obvious that this team has tremendous chemistry because coming into the season, Tyler Wall, he averaged 7 points a game. Tyler Wall averaged 5 points a game. Crowell averaged 0.7 points a game. Hepburn's a freshman. This team was picked 10th. And now they got it. After today, if they hold on, they're going to be tied for the lead in the Big Ten.
Along with Purdue and Illinois. Badgers 10 out of 10 at the line today as Dickinson scores. Michigan has made its last 6 shots. Before that, they had missed 15 of their previous 16.
But just not getting stops. And this Michigan team, they played really well lately, but their defense this year was not up to what it was last year, where it was one of the better defensive teams in the country.
Inside 3 minutes to play. Davis dribbling down the shot clock. Now Davis on the attack. Johnny to the hoop, puts up the shot, and a foul is called. 1-and-1 for Davis, who now has 24 points.
The other thing that he does unbelievably well is he splits the defense. So if you set a screen, he'll split the 2 defenders. He is really good doing that.
We were at Wisconsin's practice yesterday and chatting with Greg Gard afterward, and he said that the best thing that Johnny Davis does is how competitive he is. And that's an intangible that not everybody has.
No.
As Jace Howard misfires from deep.
That's a talent.
Gard called him an assassin, and we've seen that attacking style on display here in the second half.
How about this kid, Chucky Hepburn, 1 turnover?
Yeah, and Greg Gard saying that we can play a little faster this year because of the poise of the freshman Hepburn, as Davis with a good look, but Crowell could not finish. Houston extra pass, Howard another 3. Air ball.
They got a foul.
And there's the foul.
Then they have Illinois, then they have Michigan State, then they have Iowa and Ohio State.
3 quad 1 wins for Michigan this season. But as you mentioned, 5 of their last 6, including today, are quad 1 opportunities. Davison has 10 points, all here in the second half. When Wisconsin scores at least 69 points in a game, they're 15-1 this year. 71 right now as Devonte Jones converts.
And I'll tell you what else I'm seeing. Tyler Wall does a lot of good things like that. That's what you need to do against pressure, is attack it.
Crowell in double figures with 11. When he scores in double figures, Wisconsin's 10-1 this season. 2 minutes into the second half, Michigan led by 5, and now down by 16.
Yeah, they came out at halftime looking good.
And a nice hand from the fans here at the Kohl Center. Wisconsin will go to 11-3 at home this year. Davis off-balance shot. And the rebound is loose and grabbed by Wall.
Yeah, not a great performance by Michigan in the second half by any means, but they've been challenged offensively shooting the 3 all year.
Hepburn 3 is good. Some of his bench into the game. All 5 Wisconsin starters in double figures today.
And Wisconsin's already won at Purdue. They have Purdue coming back here.
Jones is fouled inside. Jones with the steal. With Howard trailing, Jones will score.
Devonte Jones.
They didn't like that here in the crowd. They stole it from one of these guys.
Oh, and Carter Higginbottom just lost a shoe, so he's got one shoe. He'll get it back now.
Yeah, I don't think Juwan Howard was real happy with that timeout.
No, he was not. And now he's going to foul. As Jordan Davis makes the free throw, Johnny's twin brother. Houston the rebound with 10 seconds to go. Houston will fire up a three. Rebound to Howard with 4 seconds left. Howard up and in. Nice bucket there for Chase Howard with 1.8 to play. Wisconsin inbounds, and that will do it. Badgers win it 77-63.